Greetings, everyone. Good morning. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? All right. Okay. Peace and blessings. Happy Monday. So grateful to be here this Monday morning. Blessings to everybody. First thing I want to say is that I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for the energy of the universe and um, how loving it is to all of its creations, including each of us. Rich Risings, thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful to the universe, and I really mean this at the core of myself because I experience the aliveness and the magic of the universe every single day. And it is a miraculous thing. It is miraculous. And it is so profound to me because my life has become so fluid. Even when I experience hard things, they don't, because I follow the energy, the hard things come and pass. It's, there's that old saying the old people used to say, the old ones, they would say, it came to pass. And it's really true. Everything comes to pass, nothing comes to stay. And if you can give yourself permission to be with what is in front of you and embrace it, it will leave. The things that you love are going to leave, and the things that you don't love are going to leave, right? And so you may as well just learn how to love it all. So I'm very grateful to the universe for this incredible system that is flawless, and it has been working since the beginning of time. It has never been different, and I'm so grateful for it. The second thing I want to say is that I am not asking anybody to do readings. So a someone has created another profile for me. People have been sending me pictures of it. They have 1,000 followers. They have in a day or so they have generated 1,000 followers, which is profound to me. But who's to say how they're doing that? It doesn't matter. But I just want you all to know that that's not me at all. And thank you to everyone who sends me notes saying that saying that they've gotten something from somebody, and thank you. And you don't have to send them anymore because it's not me. Just report them and block them. That's it. Just report them and block them. It's kind of the nature of this experience, right? Like this platform, Instagram, is free. So you kind of have to deal with the that aspect of it because I get to do this at no cost, and that's a part of the experience. So today is a moon day, and the moon governs Monday, and the moon is currently at the 26th degree of Leo. The moon is the energy that rules the mother, the feminine, the creative portal of life, the energy that pulls things out of the unseen and into the seen. The moon rules your inner world, your subconscious, that internal voice that's going on inside of you, those feelings. All of that is ruled by the moon. Um, the moon rules the feminine. It is the internal. It is the things that we cannot see. And so, usually, depending on, I want to say this, as women, we have not been taught how to work with feminine energy because if we really understand how to work with feminine energy, it will completely drain the culture that benefits from our ignorance, from us not knowing how to heal our bodies, from us not knowing how to manage our reproductive systems. It benefits from us not understanding that we are connected to the universe through the unseen, invisible energies, through our thoughts and our feelings. Our emotions are really the things that are truly running us. And we have been living in a culture that has told us that emotions are bad or negative, deny them, don't use them, but that is absolutely false. But the the effect of us not using our feminine energy has put us in a negative feminine, which means that we have been functioning as a drain on the masculine. When we don't understand that our powers are invisible, unseen, connected to nature, and we don't cultivate those, then you feel like you are not functioning in the way that you are best suited to function. The feminine's job, now let me say this also, the feminine is not necessarily woman. The feminine is an energy. The masculine is not necessarily man. But because we are born in these bodies and we are living at a time where we are in the dark ages, we are so profoundly influenced by the Western, white, European, male brain. Literally, we are living in a reality that was developed out of the white man's brain. And so it's almost like, asking an ant to tell you what's going to happen when you get to the top of a mountain. The ant won't make it to the top of the mountain. And it's important for us to understand that because we're in this culture that is developed by and for white men, they don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know, right? Like, it's really fascinating when I hear us as women or men talking about how the other would be better off when you're not in that body. You're not in that form. You don't have that energy. A man cannot tell a woman how to use her energy unless he's profoundly studied and profoundly educated in the feminine arts, which is possible, but most of them are not. A woman cannot tell a man how to function unless she is educated in the masculine arts, unless she has delved deeply into masculine energy and how it functions. So this thing that we do with one another where we know it's if you're not following energy or studying energy or understanding energy, just focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself until you get it, until you actually understand how energies work. And then you can support others in doing the same. But we are currently living in a system that has been generated and constructed for the well being of white men. This is why they make laws. This is why they have the police system. This is why they have been, scientifically modifying food and all of that stuff so that they can maintain control. Because in and of themselves, they actually don't have any real power. That's what's true. They actually don't have any real power except that they keep us ignorant and unaware of how the energies really work. And then that is what empowers them. Our ignorance, our stupidity, our not being informed, not understanding is what empowers them. So, one of the things that I've been very paying attention to this whole experience with Kevin Samuels and how angry women have been. And I just want to say, the first thing I want to say is I absolutely agree that his delivery was like bullets through my skull. It absolutely was rigorous. It was what people would call disrespectful but the work of the feminine is to understand that the feminine creates everything. And what do I mean when I say that? The feminine brings the internal to the external. So when we have something in front of us that is in the external, the best thing that the feminine can ever do is say, how did I create this? Because the feminine brings the internal to the external. And when you are unconscious about your creations, if you're in your inner world, like, you know, trying to be manipulative or cunning and all that sort of stuff, you will then project a reality of something that is warring or dishonoring, because you are inside of yourself dishonoring your energies, dishonoring your powers and your gifts. So, the thing that I've really appreciated about this brother was that what he was basically saying is that women are coming to men with this idea that they should be, that they should, you know, like men should have all this money and this, and you should be taken care of. But the reality is that you're not bringing anything of value. And what his whole platform was built on was that women were not bringing anything of value to men who had something of value, men who had mastered the masculine world and done the work to create wealth and money. So it was very significant, and he was aware that the women weren't bringing anything of value. They were just bringing the same thing. And to be a woman who has mastered the masculine world with money and work and all that, that makes you masculine. That means you are not feminine. And I'm not saying that to judge anyone. I'm just saying if you don't understand energy, then you don't understand where you're functioning from. A woman who functions in the feminine, and like I said, the feminine is not mutually exclusive to women. It's just an energy. The masculine is not mutually exclusive to men. It's just an energy. But a woman who is dominant in her feminine energy is a woman who understands her magic, who understands that she can wield realities, that she can use her visioning power, that she can use her energy to magnetize to her. She is not going out and hustling and trying to get the best. She's not doing any of that because she understands that she can wield this reality through her magic, through her breath, through her beingness, through her psyche, through her intention, through her love, through her submission to the universe, not to a man. A man is just a man, but through her submission to the masculine, which is the universe, to allow herself to be penetrated by the masculine that is the universal experience. And that makes you invaluable to any man. Let me tell you, a lot of women think walking around here thinking because we lay down with a man. I have laid down with countless men. Countless, right? Countless. I won't even say the number because it's nobody's business and I don't really care, honestly. But what I'm saying is that your pussy is not the power if you don't know how to use it with feminine magic. If you are just, like literally when I'm with a man, I don't want his money. I don't need his money because I have connection to the universe. What it is that I am desiring is his energetic frequency. Is his energetic frequency, right? Because if his frequency is in alignment with the divine masculine, then he is going to empower me to generate more power. I don't need him to give me his money because if I'm generating more power, he's going to get more money because he is laying down in this vessel, because this vessel is creative, because this vessel is magnetizing. That's what it means to be a woman of value, to understand. I'm telling you, I have a girlfriend of mine who, you meet a man and they are like struggling to become themselves. But when they lay down with you and spend time with you because you are magnetic, their lives become better. Because you are magnetic and magical and clear. There's this understanding that whatever you put into a woman, she will take it and make it into something else and bring it out of herself and into the material world.
because that is the true power of the feminine. And this is what this brother, Kevin Samuels, was saying, that the women that he's encountering aren't doing that. So if you are coming to, he was saying, if you're coming to me for money, then you don't have any value. If you're coming to me for, to take care of you, to make your, to all, if you're coming to me for that, then you are worthless, because you're not bringing feminine power, feminine magic, feminine mystique. It is a real thing. It is a real thing to be able to wield realities, to be able to break down constructs and build new ones. That is feminine power. And if you are not functioning that way, then you are not in your value. Now, if you're a woman who has more masculine energy, that's totally fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be valuable to the masculine, you got to learn how to cultivate feminine energy. You have to. There's no other way around it. And when you do it, everybody in your space will feel it. Your friends will feel it. Your family will feel it. They will know it is an undeniable frequency. So all of these women who are up in arms, share this video, please, y'all. All these women up in, the reason they're up in arms is because they actually understand. They know that they're not cultivating feminine energy. That's why they're so angry. Not because of what he said, because what he said had some value. The way he said it, made me want to vomit. The way he said it made me sick to my stomach. But it was true. It was true. It was true. So unless you are cultivating feminine arts, that's why I keep saying, come join the classes. Come learn how to reprogram yourself. Come learn how to wake up. Literally, and my courses, like, I don't care if y'all take my courses or not, because I have a relationship to the invisible. I can call it, I can do it. I already know how to do it, right? I'm good. I'm trying to teach everyone else how to do it so that we can get this thing in balance, so that we can actually walk in our power and in our magic and understand and have confidence and know that when a man comes to you, and if you're going to lay down with him, his life is going to be better because you've laid down with him and you've allowed him into your energetic into your energetic pond is what I'm calling, into your cauldron. You've invited him into the magic that is your frequency and your connection to the divine. And if you're not doing that, you're just doing what another man is doing. And let me tell you, I had to learn this lesson the hard way. When I was married, my husband at the time said to me, I feel like I'm in a relationship with a man. And when he said it, oh my God, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. But I knew what he was saying. I knew what he was saying. I wasn't doing my feminine magic, and I didn't know how. I didn't even know how. I didn't even know where to start. And so I had to do the work. I had to heal my psyche. I had to heal my belief systems. I had to go into my family conditioning and understand where it came from. I had to understand what it meant to be a black woman in this country who has been just, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say a black woman in this country under 400 years of oppression. Literally, we built this nation for 250 years. Our cauldrons, our pussies were the we were giving birth from one child to the next, to the next, to the next for 250 years. That's our magic. We built this entire country. Every industry in this country has survived and thrived because of the power of the black woman. I had to go study and understand so that I understood what I was sitting on, so that I understood what was the energy of this thing. So I understand what I can produce, what I'm capable of. And when I did that, then and only then could I start literally, I stopped depending on others and expecting others, and realize that I was connected to source energy, and that because I'm connected to source energy, I'm in a, it's constant. It never turns off. The other day I was in an Uber, and I've shared with you guys that one of the rituals I do is I ride black Uber. And I was in an Uber, and I was changing the thing. You know, you can change it on the inside, and changing the directions. And I was doing something that was going to make the price go up. Just in that moment, somebody booked a reading with me because I didn't have enough money in the account. But just in that moment, somebody booked a reading with me, and the money came, and because I live in a constant state of magic. It's the feminine. The feminine is running through me. And it's running through us all. But we're blocked. We're blocked. We're blocked because our minds are, what's going to happen? So we're blocking it. It can't flow if you are not confident about the frequency that you are tapped into. If you're not cultivating it with ritual and arts, you have to literally, I spend time cultivating it, going to the river, going to the ocean, doing the rituals, harnessing. I'm spending time waking these energies up inside of me. It is I have to nurture it. So today is a moon day, and the moon it governs the feminine. It governs the inner reality. And here's what I want to tell you guys about the moon. The moon is a negative energy. We need negative and positive. The moon is negative. The feminine is negative. Why? She's a magnet. The masculine is electric. It gives out. A man, he gives out, he ejaculates. A woman, she's receptive. She receives. We are duplicates of this universe. The universe is duplicated within us. And so if you don't understand how your energies work, then you're at the effect of the white man's the white man's dreams for you. Because otherwise, if you don't use the energy, then somebody else is using the energy. So with the moon in Leo, Leo is your heart. It is your love. It is your passion. It's your sexuality. It's romance, it's play, it's right. So the moon in Leo, the sun in Taurus, you have to really feel good about yourself. You have to be in your sensual nature. You have to shine. Because here's the thing, when you tap into it, you can't hide it. It really is something that just jumps out at everybody. And so the question is, what does your heart really want? What is it that your heart really values for yourself? Because the sun is in Taurus, and the sun in Taurus is about your self-esteem. It's about how you feel about yourself. It's about your senses, your sensory, right? Like, all of that. And so I want to encourage you guys, the Mercury goes into retrograde. If you guys want to begin to do the work to reprogram yourselves, come join the Mercury class. Mercury retrograde, it begins tomorrow. The last day to register will be Friday. We're going to have one live class, but we're doing the rituals. You guys have to learn how to do the work. You have to learn. You have to learn. And I was born to teach you this. This is what I'm here for. This is why I came to the planet, to teach people how to embody the feminine energy. Men or women, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. But if you don't know how to do it, then you don't have any power. You have to have feminine and masculine power. You have to. Otherwise, the universe doesn't hear your signals. So with that, I love you all so very much. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Please share this video. This video is really important because I hear so many women at odds with this experience, and they don't understand. They're going about it the wrong way, and you'll never get what you want. You'll never get it if you don't understand how feminine energy works. You'll never have what you want. You'll always think you're subject to somebody else, and that was the thing that these women who went to Kevin Samuels were doing. They didn't understand their power because they speaking some truth, because they didn't understand their power, they made themselves children, right? You know, children need somebody to feed them. My cats, right? My cats are so sweet. And I always am aware of it. I'm like, gosh, you guys have to wait on me for food. You guys have to wait on me for everything. If I don't come home, y'all are just stuck. And that's what women are doing, putting ourselves in a position of needing somebody else to take care of us. And we are the caregivers of this reality. We are the ones. Why? Because we have the subconscious power. We are the ones birthing the invisible into the seen. We are the ones. And we're looking to them to do something that they cannot do. They build this reality up, but we create it. They build it, but we create it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I look forward to seeing all of you in my Mercury retrograde class. All of you, every single one of you. And on the I think on the 21st or the 22nd of this month, which is a little ways away, the next moon cycle will start. And so then all of you can join that class. And if you guys want to join now and jump in and catch up, you can. But you can join at my at Follow the Sun. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a really beautiful day. Bye-bye.